What's going on YouTube? I'm Gents and you're listening to the Not Entertained Weekly Not. These are my quick reactions to the entertainment news of the week. Links to the in-depth articles will be posted in the description below. As always, be sure to follow us on Twitter and subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, for the week of April 2016, in gaming news we got Atlas announcing 2 games of a spin-off for their Persona 5 series. For those of you that don't know, Persona 5 is a Japanese RPG that came out for PlayStation. I believe it's a PlayStation exclusive. It's one of the best games on PlayStation. If you haven't played it already and you have a PlayStation, I'd recommend picking it up. The first spin-off will be a continuation of the original Persona 5 game with new characters, new weapons, new attacks, new modes, and new areas. And the second game that they announced, Persona 5S, will be a crossover between the Persona 5 characters, but with the Dynasty Warriors playstyle. So very interesting things to look forward to. It's going to be coming out, I believe, this year in Japan, but US and Europe should be able to see and play the game by 2020. Next up, for those of you still playing Monster Hunter World, don't forget that the Spring Blossom Festival starts up this year. They announced a new mission for the Giant Jagras, and there's going to be new emoticons and skins and weapons and old hunts and special quests coming back, so be sure to check that out. Moving on to some reviews, Mortal Kombat came out this week. I know everybody been seeing all the advertisements coming out. I actually got a chance to play it a little bit. I think it's pretty dope. I like that they sped up combat. I also like that, you know, people were really critical of the economy for unlocking new skins and brutalities and stuff like that. Ed Boon took to Twitter really quickly and said that there's going to be a patch coming to kind of fix the economy and make the grind a little bit more reasonable. Shout out to him for working on that, getting a quick turnaround. I like the game. I think it's about an 80 on Metacritic, which I think is pretty fair. Now, Mortal Kombat may be hogging up most of the gaming news this week, but don't forget that Days Gone came out, the PlayStation exclusive zombie survival horror game. It looks alright. I saw some gameplay. I haven't tried it yet myself, but from what I've seen, it picks on some elements from Last of Us. It had some elements of Horizon or even Mad Max to some extent, with survivability, maintaining your vehicle, upgrades, farming, crafting, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's worth a shot. I don't know if it's worth 60 bucks. I'll probably wait before I pick this one up, but definitely check it out if this is your type of game. Moving on to movie news, I'm not going to jump into spoilers or anything like that. I still haven't seen the movie myself, but if those are interested in looking at the Avengers Endgame reviews, I'll be posting a link to that below, and that's all I'm gonna say about that for now. Moving on, there was a new Men in Black trailer. To be honest, I'm not with the wave of the reboots of the classic movies, and you know, maybe Men in Black is not as classic as some of the other films that they've done, but for me it was, just being that it was a childhood movie that I grew up with. I'm not really looking forward to this, if I'm being honest. I see what they're trying to do with changing up the characters and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't look like it's for me. But if it's for you, you know, more power to you. Speaking of reboots, there was a new trailer that dropped for the new Chucky reboot. It's supposed to be coming later this year. I don't really know what to think of it. The trailer didn't really give me enough to feel one way or another. Could be good, could be mediocre. I think it's gonna be mediocre, if not worse. I hope not. I always love being disappointed when I think movies aren't going to be as good as the trailers make them seem, so fingers crossed. And lastly on my list, we got a new trailer for the Godzilla King of Monsters movie. I didn't see the first Godzilla reboot with Cranston Gordon, but this one looks actually pretty good. They got all the Godzilla's like main monsters. They brought them back and they're putting them all together in this movie, and it seems now we're going to be to start to bridge the gap between the humans and Godzilla working together against the other monsters. It looks fun, it looks entertaining. I'm down, so let's go. Alright guys, that's the recap of the news for this week. Thanks for checking in with us. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and as always, follow us on Twitter. Peace.